welcome back to the Engineered Angler. Last week we had to cut the video a little bit short and I didn't get to do the underwater shot of that glass shad I made because of the hurricane. So this week I'm going to make it up to you, but we're going to do a little more than just get underwater shots. I'm going to take that lure fishing, just in case you forgot what it looked like. And since we're going to go all the way out to the Gulf of Mexico, we might as well pack a few other lures. So I got a little plastic tackle box. Here's that countdown stick bait. Let's take this beast. This is a topwater glide bait with a little chin fin on it. The Magic Swimmer lookalike. Let's take the jumping topwater lure. Here's another swim bait I made a while back. It's supposed to imitate a mullet. And while we're looking at mullets, let's take this little broken back crankbait too. Let's take something small too. Here's one of the little lures I made out of popsicle sticks. And maybe something to troll with. Here's the little broken back crankbait with the knuckle and socket joint. Let's put that in there. One more topwater. Let's take the popper with the jetted ports in it. This thing's a good size. And just for kicks, let's take the 10-cent shad, see what it does in that salt water. All right, that should do it. I'll see you guys at sunrise. All right, well, we're out here and the sun has just come up. It's a little bit windy, so hopefully the wind won't bother us too much. But it's cold, at least it's cold for Florida. It's like 53 degrees out with a 30-mile-an-hour wind chill. It makes you want to crawl back into bed. What to start off with? Well, I'm inside right now. I'm close to the shoreline, so that means shallow water. So I need something that sinks relatively slow, or we go with top water. So let's try the jetted popper, see what happens. All right, first fish. Oh man, it's a nice trout. Oh, don't come off, man. I think he's just a keeper. 16 and a half, almost 17. Put him on ice. Well, since they're going after the top, let's put this big monster on there. See what happens. I really like the way this thing moves in the water. Do I have something? I was wrong. All right, let's throw this swim bait. That big topwater just wasn't working. Just a little too big for here. But right here, there's two big oyster bars. Right now, they're covered up with about 2 feet of water, maybe 3. Low tide, you can see them. Got something. Another good trout. Awesome, really good trout. This is like super nice trout. Come on. Heck yeah. Look at that. That's a gator trout, bro. Whew. That is a good fish. Check him out. And he absolutely inhaled that thing. He was convinced that was a big mullet. 23, right on the money. Woo! Look at that. It's a big old fish. Right now the tide is ripping out and this wind that's coming out of the east is pushing it out faster. So I don't have a whole lot of time in this spot, but I'm gonna go ahead and switch to a topwater again. And we'll go to the smaller jumping topwater lure. And of course, everything I'm using today, I've made in a video. So if you haven't seen it being made, you can check out the playlist. I'll put it in the description. That's not working, but we're pretty much out of the rocks. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw this countdown stick bait It sinks really fast, but I should be able to keep it from getting snagged on the bottom. Now if something would just notice and eat it. All right, the bite has completely died. So I got out the silver plated fat belly and hopefully stir something up. This little area here has always been really good. All right, so as promised, I'm gonna go ahead and show you what this thing looks like in the water. First from the surface, and then we'll try to get some underwater shots. Hopefully you can see it in the water. It sinks tails first, but it's still a pretty nice twitch bait. Sink rate is a little more than a foot per minute. It's like maybe a foot and a half, so it's really kind of a moderate sinking. It's not as fast a sinking lure than I thought it would be. Now, a lot of you guys asked me about weight and why I didn't put any weight in it, and it's actually pretty simple. I didn't want it to sink any faster than this. I was counting on the hardware to basically stabilize it, which it's done okay. It's not really super stable, but that's all right. For a twitch bait, that's not a bad deal. The way I analyze something like this is that I look at what the specific gravity is of the material. The specific gravity of Lexan is right about 1.2, so that means it's 20% heavier than water. So you're gonna expect like a moderate or medium to fast sinking rate. And so the only thing you really need to do is make sure that it's stable so it's not falling sideways or upside down. Anyway, let's fish. All right. Oh yeah. This one. This one's gonna be short, but it looks like we found him again. Deeper water. Perfect for this lure. All right, this guy's about 13. See ya. I hooked into one more. Not sure what it is. It's the giant pinfish. Thank you for getting off. All right, there's another one. You definitely have to have a suspending lure. It's a black bass. These guys are good eating, but this guy's too small. Oh man, something grabbed it. Almost yanked it out of my hand. Oh, come on, easy. Yep, good trout. So I'm using the fat belly in this gold shimmer. They seem to like it better in the dingy water. All right, 18, perfect. Oh, this feels like another black bass. No, look at that, it's a gag grouper. It's a little grouper. These guys. Little gag grouper. It's like a largemouth bass. Pull the pin anchor and we're just going to drift over this spot and see what happens. I still have the glass shad on there. So I didn't move very far. Something hooked up. I don't know what this is. Doesn't feel like a trout though. Probably a black bass. That's a trout and a bunch of weeds. Oh, he's close to being legal. Ooh, this guy is pretty close to being legal, I think. All right, another one for the glass shad. Very cool. One was 16 and a half. Let's see if we can't catch one more on the glass shad and complete our legal limit, which is 5 with 1 over 19, which we definitely got that. Oh no, 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 somebody cut me off, no way. Oh my God, I should have checked the line. No, ah, crap. Yep, look at that, cut me clean off. All right, well, let's see if we can't get something to bite this guy. Right, this feels like a trout, but we've got all the trout we need. Let's just see what it looks like. Oh, that's a nice one. Yeah, that's a nice keeper. Let's see if we can just get him off. Nice and easy. You gotta go home, bro. Yeah. See you, buddy. Another good trout. Oh no, just a little one. All right, I think I'm gonna call it quits. We definitely can catch fish with this thing, and good ones. All right, dude. All right, sloppy relief. Caught a lot of fish. I probably caught another 5 or 6 good keeper trout, and I just kept throwing back. I did end up catching a really nice black bass, and I threw that in the ice too. Next week, we'll get back to building lures. In fact, I got an idea for a lure for just these flats. So, we'll see you next Friday. Woo! Woo!